Yo, what's up, guys? How you doing? Hey, our Dominic. Dev, there you are, buddy. Finally made it to a stream. Baking Copter. Hey, I do so love your emoji art so much. Hey, everybody. How you doing? We made it to Friday. Somehow. I don't know how exactly I made it. Basically just crawled my way through the week, I think. I am beat. This week felt like it was like 3 weeks long. Yeah, so it's funny, I had been working for months on this huge project, and I finally finished it. And then as soon as I finished it, and I just had like a couple other things, could you address 2B's? I would need a P.O. box for that, Mona. How you doing? As soon as I finished it, I just had like a couple other like small tasks to do, and then they were like, actually, we need help with this other project. So I jumped on that, and I did a whole bunch of work on that, and then I finally like got done with that. And then today I found out that the second half of the update is gonna be like just as big as the first. We were expecting it to be smaller, and also due in like a matter of weeks. So I'm just happy it's the weekend. Normally work is like my happy place because I can just sit down and do a whole bunch of writing and then come home and wrangle my kids and stuff. And that's like the part that takes all the energy. But right now work is extremely draining. So Liberté, Qualité, Anime. Yep, tonight. All right, it's Indie Variety Night. We're starting with Banner of the Maid. This was one of our 2 Reader's Choice selections for this month. It is, as far as I know, this game is Chinese. It is an anime tactical RPG set during the Napoleonic era, I think. Tactical RPG part looks kind of cool. I have reason to believe it is rather sexy in its portrayal of historical figures. So we'll have to see how deep that rabbit hole goes. Only planning on spending like an hour on this if it's awesome. If this game just like unapologetically owns, we'll play it all night or whatever. But we're gonna take a look at it at least. After this, one of our very, very generous friends has gifted me Sayonara Wild Hearts, and so we're gonna play through a good chunk of that, if not the whole thing. And then the tail end of the night, I'll probably pick out some random platformers to play, like I was going to do on Monday if I hadn't passed the fuck out at my computer on camera. So, anyway, I hope y'all are doing well as well. Hey, Hieronymus. Pre, during, and post-French Revolution. Oh, so this actually spans a significant period. Hey, Toast, how you doing? You know what, let's go ahead and jump into this. No need to waste any more time when there are anime titties to get into. So yeah, Chinese game. They're beta testing the English localization. So I was able to opt into the beta branch for that. I'm guessing I probably don't want to mess with any of this stuff. Yeah, oh, that's fine. Great, good. Officer and a general. You save anytime during battles. Retreating causes no penalties. Start the game. This is suitable for first-time players. Save only once in each battle. Retreating causes penalty to your rewards earned. Start the game. No extra funds or reputation. Okay. So it's basically 2 difficulty levels. That's cool. We'll go the officer route to begin with. Dun-dun. Picked up a game called Skybolt Zack after I finished Disco Elysium. Well, what kind of game is that? Also, hey, Hieronymus, thank you for the host. Yeah, this weekend I'm going to spend playing a lot of Disco Elysium. Oh, art's really good. Has some fine little pixely arts. I wish all the art was that pixely. The backgrounds, I can already tell, are a little bit blended. What's up, Lord Sloth? Have you known, searching for Queen's Wish to conquer the first result Steam game was... I keep getting that one, like Cockwork Factory or whatever the porn management sim. I keep getting that one showing up in my recommendations all the time. Odd game, kind of like a cross between a precision platform and a rhythm game, minus actual rhythm part. That sounds kind of cool. Yeah, it's very reminiscent. This is very reminiscent of Final Fantasy Tactics in appearance. Prologue, Night in... I can't pronounce French words, just so you know. Summer of 1791. Oh. That's some good-ass art right there. By the way, my face is covering up the customary visual novel buttons, auto advance, the dialogue log, and skip. Not anime enough. But, I mean, it's the dude. Of course the dude's not going to be anime enough. 2 out of 10. This is when the king and queen tried to flee France. I think we played through this part in We the Revolution as well. Dev, buddy, we're just getting started. You gotta have faith. Maid Tactics. I've just seen this Final Fantasy Maid Tactics. Yeah, that is my understanding as well. Varennes is not far ahead. Is the information of the king fleeing here reliable? Okay, that is extremely not anime. I can only hope that it is true. Otherwise, the king of France might already be in the territory of other countries. Be vigilant, Marquis de Lafayette. If we don't bring the king back, the whole country will shake tomorrow. France can't afford this kind of blow at this crucial moment. Crucial. It's a moment of croutons. What is in the king's mind? Can he just stay put in the palace? Yeah, he knows it's coming for him. Oh my god. That'd be what? Comte de Mirabeau? Mirabeau? Having just recovered from a serious illness, you should stay in Paris and rest. Moment of great cruelty. He is thick, isn't he? I provide the information. Of course, I have the responsibility to accompany you, and I guess the troops ahead are unlikely the Garde Nationale. It's the army of the royalists. They must be here to pick up the king. Then I'm counting on you. I'm unfamiliar with the fighting stuff at all. Our actions tonight will change the fate of France. Marquis de Lafayette, please be sure to find the king in all entourages. Adventure of Franco is better than Day of the Tentacle. Don't worry, you'd better take time and think about how to persuade the king. There you go. What's that noise outside? The enemy is alerted and guarding the bridge. Anyway, move to the enemy first. Get close to attack. No mercy to these traitors. Alright. Alright, so there's a bunch of keyboard shortcuts up here. I'm guessing this is like an advantage wheel. Infantry has the advantage over some... Oh, infantry has advantage over riflemen. Riflemen over... Well, there's a horse head and a horseshoe. I'm not sure how to interpret that. The eldest prince died of TB around this time, which could be argued to have distracted the king and queen enough to allow the revolution to happen. Interesting. Very interesting. The weather's sunny, although I think it's actually night right now. We got some ground, we got some forest, we got some water. Okay, forest and water impassable. Okay, I'm gonna have to move my dumb face for this. Here, we'll go sit right there. All right. So we have a level 15 Marquis de Lafayette, 48 hit points, no experience, a standard cavalry sword. Details. God love him. Commander-in-Chief of the Garde Nationale, general with great accomplishments. Move, attack, leadership, defense, arm. Okay, you can't see defense, armor, speed, or scouting here. Hit, evasion, morale. He has his own gloves. Good, he came prepared. He is a dragoon. Trait. Okay, we'll figure it out. This is Royalist Infantry. 36 hit points. Standard musket. Bitchin' mustache, I must say. Effective against heavy... effective against heavy cavalry. Ineffective against light infantry. Okay. So horse is heavy cavalry, which apparently is what we are, but we're gonna have to take it to this guy anyway. Alright, so I suppose this is his movement and attack range. Your enemies deserve no name. Comte Weeaboo. Hey, Sam Kruger. Revolutions podcast episodes are pretty good overview of the French Revolution. Cool. Art is pretty, but I wish they hadn't made the presentation of Floating Island. I feel like this is so customary for... oh. Yeah, it was definitely Chinese. I feel like it's so customary for tactical RPGs that they couldn't not do it. But I know what you mean. It does look kind of bizarre if you're not going for the very, very, very Final Fantasy Tactics look. Ah, okay. So you have to pick... Oh, so maybe they can hold different weapons. And then it tells you how this is going to go down. So this dude does have the advantage on us. Oh my god, these are actual, like, regiments. That's interesting. Dignified. That's a very dignified attack I put on. Hey, Opso, we're just getting started. This is literally the first engagement. We are General Lafayette, and we're trying to catch the King of France before he escapes. Floating Island styles. Yeah, it's also Tactics Ogre as fuck. Light infantry, heavy cavalry. Ah, I got you, Toast. That helps. There's still one group of enemies left at the entrance of the town. I hope the king is still there. Don't waste time. Get it done now. Alright. How far can this guy move? Let's move here and wait. Let's see if this guy creeps up on us. Nope, he doesn't. He's just guarding. I wonder if he can flank. Doesn't look like it actually makes a difference. This reminds me a lot of actually Battle Ogre, which is what I have. I think they've been demoralized. The orange bar under their life, I think, is morale. Voice acting is pretty good, I have to presume. Reminds you of C Code. Advance Wars, kind of, sort of ish. Kind of. Hang on. There we go. Oh, I'm sorry. Not Battle Ogre. Ogre Battle. I actually have Ogre Battle on the Super Nintendo. We should probably do this sometime, because I've never beaten it. In fact, I've never gotten very far into it at all. It's kind of impenetrable. I bought it used, so I don't have the instruction booklet. Battle Isle, Battle Bobcats. Chinese voices make me think of Rise of the Three Kingdoms. Regardless, regarding this carriage, let's get closer and take a look. The designated areas that you need to reach are marked as yellow grids. Alrighty. I really like the presentation of this so far. Heroic. We'll do something heroic. Wait, no, that's probably our super. I'm probably not. Am I supposed to super the carriage? What if we just wait? Okay, yeah, I wasn't supposed to blow up the carriage. Ogre Battle Pumpkin Army Edition. Like the messenger said, it's the carriage the king took. I'll leave the searching in the town to you as I stay here to guard the carriage. Please try not to cause disturbance. I will deal with it, you can rest assured. Well, madam, please come outside. Please do. Oh, she's sad. As expected, it's her who stayed in the carriage. The situation in the moment doesn't need to be said anymore. His Majesty is in town. Marquis de Lafayette will find him soon enough. Please come back to Paris with us. Is this supposed to be Marie Antoinette? Yeah, you should do that, Dev. Be interested interested to see what you come up with. What will happen to our family when we return to Paris? The documents left by His Majesty confirm that he had betrayed the country and the people. You'll be detained as soon as you arrive in Paris. Well, you're being detained right now, if we can be honest. For France at this moment, betrayal is a delicacy that friends inside and outside Paris are all eagerly waiting to take their bite. I'm not sure I follow that metaphor. Did you know Marie Antoinette nearly turned her trial completely around? I did not know that. That's interesting. Yeah, it's almost a sentence. It's a hell of an attempt. Then what will become of my children, the future of the royal family? Your children will be taken care of. After all, they are the bloodline of the royal family. In the current situation, their lives can only be held in the hands of others. Alright, please don't make unnecessary resistance. This is the consequence of the royal family's behavior, and you must take responsibility. What? Sure enough, as predicted by the painting, the blue diamond has responded. It's a stealth Steven Universe crossover. It seems that you are the person I'm looking for. What do you mean? I'm not here for the king. What I'm looking for is the ability hidden in you. In short, what I would say next may be Oh, I bet it will be confusing for many of us. But please listen to it carefully, then consider it seriously before answering my question. This is not only about you and me, but also about the future of the country. Noise. Yeah, that whole enchanted diamond part of the French Revolution doesn't really get taught as much as it should in school. But I'm sure someday our children will be raised knowing all about the magical portends of this particularly tumultuous period in history. It seems that the king has been found. There's not much time. Please listen carefully. Ah, mysterious. History is written by the victors. Our anime died. Clearly that is not the case. That was the most turbulent moment in my life. I escaped from the gate of death, and my hands hold the key to change the future of the country. That was the legacy that had been passed down for hundreds of years and appeared in many stories and legends. Women who are affected by it are inevitably caught in a torturous fate. I hope this action will not be one of the many remorses. Is that a word? Did they invent a word? In my life, I hope they can become the maids of France that make the country peace and stable. 5 years later. Outskirt of Toulon. Hi! I bet this is our hero. So the saying that the king was kidnapped is false? If the public knew the truth, the royal family should have been imprisoned. Even worse. It's just a story that I heard when I was drinking. A cooler in a padded cell. I mean, this is... So I'm on the beta branch of the game. They're beta testing the English localization. I didn't expect anything more than Google Translate. It's pretty decent coming at it from that perspective. Revolutionary girl Mirabeau. King has fled, long live the cleavage. The Jacobins tried to say she oh. That's interesting that she was actually able to refute the charges so effectively. Goshida. I wonder if we'll get to name her. I tell it to you because that you, my young lady, are too bored on the road. Oh, it's just a story. Speaking of which, I have heard several versions of similar stories. But the woman who changed the royal family may truly exist. After that, there have been many changes in the royal family. Okay. I'm pretty sure this needs to be a more specific word than change. I don't think they caught how incredibly vague that is in English. Oh, little girl, do you also believe that so-called maid stuff? Wielding incredible talents, the maids were born to save the country in danger. It has a very, very high opinion of maid cafes. I mean, I have friends that have similar predilections, but I don't think anyone would believe them to save an entire country. Maids aren't real, don't be silly. I can't tell. This girl in military uniform claims to be a graduate of the École Militaire. I'm telling you, I cannot pronounce French words. Just bear with me for the next 30 or 40 minutes. Honestly, this does give strong automated translation vibes. Christopher Scrotumbus. Magic Diamond's real, Maid's not real. Fair enough. I can sign on with that. Ever since women are allowed to join the army, the École Militaire received a batch of female students who passed special testing. Can they pilot Avas? Ah, little girl, what's your name again? Paul... Okay. Okay. I expected this. I expected this. I really did. It's just being faced with it now. I have to digest it. A rare surname. You're not a Parisian, are you? I am from Corsica. What a coincidence. When I was young, I joined the army and went to Corsica. Speaking of that, Dad? Never mind. What topic do you wish to discuss? Wait, so, am I the girl or am I Mirabeau? Pauline Bonaparte is Napoleon's younger sister. Amazing. The situation in France. Speaking of that, when I was young, I really couldn't believe a revolution would really happen. 7 years ago, the king summoned the Estates General to solve financial problems. That's right, the clergy for the first estate, the nobility for the second estate, and the commoners for the third estate. The Estates General intensified the contradiction between the estates, and finally a revolution took place in Paris. The Bastille was stormed, and the king compromised, resulting the legitimation of the current assembly. Well, 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 you are quite familiar with the history. Then what do you think of the revolution? I know, right, Bacon Copter? It was Corsica 7 years ago. I didn't know too much about Paris. I learned all these later in the net. But in the past few years, although the power of the nobility has been weakened, the royal family stood unaffected. Well, the royal family changed attitude after that, supported the reform of the assembly, and did a lot of unprecedented things. Wait, so they didn't execute Louis in this timeline? For example, girls like you were enrolled in the net. That's the policy promoted by the royal family, and their publicities keep telling everyone. Yeah, we're probably Marabou for now for the plot dump. I know too, but soldiers should not care too much about political issues. Haha, I can see you don't care about politics, otherwise you would have known me. Yes? Never mind. Speaking of the military, let's talk about Toulon. They turned Louis into an anime, the worst punishment. In this timeline, they never invented the guillotine. The French invented anime. And you see the result. It's been half a year now since the traders within the city helped the foreign army to occupy Toulon. Nearby cities that are affected by the war are also in panic. Alas, the people are suffering too much. This war must be ended as soon as possible. However, it's strange that not only the neighboring countries, Prussia and Austria, are attacking the city, but also the Britain. Since the House of Bourbon is still there, even if they're worried about the impact of the revolution, they shouldn't be rushing to wage war. Really, fuck the royal families and being caught trying to escape. If Lafayette caught them and kept that shit quiet, I could see them not getting killed, yeah. Yeah, I got a bit of that in We the Revolution. The Darkest Timeline. They kind of did. Obsel mentioned Rose of Versailles. I've watched most of that back in high school. And it's good. It's pretty good. It's called Real Life. If His Majesty supports the Assembly to engage its war, it's really weird, and there may be some unknown power in the back. You're saying like the power of the maids? Who knows? However, it is not a strange thing for the king to support the war. Although the king have temporarily won the support of the people, the power of the royal family and the nobility are still getting weakened. The revolutionist regime is defeated by foreign troops. They will regain power. Do they even know how many people will die for this? Alas, perhaps I really have chose the wrong person. Huh? Ahem, just my personal guesses. In any case, the war is inevitable. There's nothing else to say. Glory on the battlefield, defending the country. We joined the army for this purpose. But when we actually stepped into the battlefield, it's a totally different thing. Hundreds of people will survive or die on the battlefield because of our decisions. Can I really take up these responsibilities? Yes. Yes, you can. That I don't know. I'm not familiar with military affairs. However, you see, whether you're the royal family or the common folks, who can really say that they can dominate their own fate. According to my decades of experience, fate often won't give you much choice. What do you think, little girl? In order to not make mistakes, will you let go of the opportunity to change your fate? Surely not. So much for talk. It's already near Toulon. I must drop you here. Well, it's time for me to get off the carriage. The person that my brother sent me to pick me up should be near. Then let's farewell here. If you happen to visit me in Paris, I'll prepare more interesting stories and refreshments for you. Thank you. And I have a word to say before I leave. Yes? Your storytelling is really unattractive. Please do hone your speech before we meet next time. But she's got, like, smiley happy face, so it's meant as jest. Ha ha ha, this is the first time I met such an audience. This is the first time I saw Pauline Bonaparte. After that, she set foot on the battlefield again. And we meet in Paris, that's several months later. Hopefully we actually get to fight. Yes, we do. The Cannons of Toulon. It's gonna turn out this game is anti-revolution. Miserables. Is the guy who was supposed to pick me up still not here yet? I haven't seen Brother Napoleon for more than a year. News about his military merits on the front line can be heard from time to time. This area was once downtown. When the war broke out, civilians were evacuated, leaving only a mess here. People just want a stable and peaceful life, but they can't get because of the war. Wow, a soldier with a heart of gold. Having said that, how come no one is coming? Did I come to the wrong place? Sound of incoming bombard. Gasp. Artillery in the distances. Very close. Sound of footsteps. Damn it, it's the enemy force. They have already advanced this far? I have to find a place to hide immediately. You're a soldier. Wait, is this gonna be a sneaking mission? Oh, look at her. Leclerc. Did that girl coming this way? Could she happen to be Bonaparte's sister? Can you hear me? Mademoiselle Bonaparte? No response. Then I'll have to search the entire area. Who's that dumbhead yelling on the street? You might as well lead the enemies to here directly. I guess that's the one sent by my brother. I can join him and escape from here. Anyway, let me look at the surroundings and find a place where we can meet. Tut tut. It's the enemy scouts, a group of scattered soldiers. I need to defeat them to reach the intersection in the front. In any case, the safety of Mademoiselle Bonaparte must be guaranteed. Yeah, very specific bombard. Chain of advantages against other classes. Your damage and hit chance against target will be increased when you're advantaged. Decreased in it. Leclerc's, okay, is light cavalry, which is an advantage against light infantry, but disadvantage against heavy cavalry. Okay. Okay, so yes. So we have an advantage against these dude guys. Attack, inspire, item, inspire. Okay. It's a military cap for our soldiers and hit by several bullets. Seems that the front has expanded this town. The port is said to be occupied by British warships. I guess the situation is not optimistic. I don't know how many soldiers sacrificed on the battlefield. I'll take it with me. If I meet anyone friendly, it's easier for them to recognize me. Pauline received broken military hat. Oh, it's cool. You can actually pick up stuff off the ground. Ah. Yeah, dude. Own him. I should hit him with a piece of bread. Oh, I don't... Huh. Okay. Okay, so I guess since it's regiments fighting, like, they all still need to be in melee range, even if you're using rifles and stuff. Leclerc is her future husband. Shame he dies, maybe not in this. Found a cool versus horror game called Depth on Steam. Isn't that one of those shark games? Or am I thinking of something else? Battlefield contains various terrains. Terrains affect the performance of troops. It's harder to move through the ponds in town, and fighting the ponds reduces your chances. Why are there ponds in town? Wait. This basket is a bundle of fleur-de-lis. The petals are already withered. Under the rubble body seems to be some civilian who didn't have time to evacuate. It is not the time for sentimentality. Keep moving forward. We sent the basket of irises to our warehouse. Muskets, how far do you want to be away to hit something? That's true. Muskets were basically like melee weapons, weren't they? I'm really enjoying the history lesson y'all are giving me, too. She's the only sibling that visited Napoleon at Elba. She sold all of her possessions to make his conditions better. After Waterloo, the Pope takes her under his protection. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Kapow. Alright. So that guy... hit or defeat enemies to increase your morale. When morale counter is full, you can use the heroic attack command. Heroic attack increases your damage and hit chance. Grants you extra experiences. We got a piece of burnt banner. Not long ago, I was fighting with my comrades under this banner. Soldiers fought under my command, and although they eventually repelled the enemy, most of them were killed. Was my choice really correct? She's uncertain about her place in the world. Attack! Alright, take this guy out. And then I'll bread up. Water even video games scares me because sometimes you can't see what's in front of you if you're on a boat or something and uh-oh, I might just kill myself. So apparently your health is just your health. It's not like unit strength like it is in Advanced Wars. So even with a sliver of health left, I can still do full damage to enemies. HP represents the organization of a troop. When it's reduced to 0, that troop will have to retreat. When your troop lost too much HP, you can recover it by using items via the item command. Items will permanently disappear when used up. Wait there, girl. I have some heroism to engage in. Heroic rifle shot. Yeah, this will do him in. Is it actually gonna kill us? Let's find out. Oh! Super! Yep, you're dead. There are no enemies. Forest Guy kind of destroyed the fear I had playing water horror games, survival horror games. Dev, you played Subnautica? I'd be interested to see what you, how you feel about that one. It does seem solid so far. I like their attempts at an alternate history. The battle system seems fine so far. Simple, but I mean we're still in the tutorial phase. So I want to get to an actual like meaty battle before we switch off of this. Are you Mademoiselle Bonaparte? This must be the yelling guy. His voice were really loud. Excuse me, is it the army of my brother Napoleon's? I'm a subordinate of your brother, Charles Leclerc. Well, just like you described, Mademoiselle Pauline, you have the temperament that fits this military uniform perfectly. Is that what my brother said? Except Mademoiselle Josephine, you're the one he talked most. However, the fits this military uniform part is my own opinion. Thank you. There are few people in the military who speak like Mr. Leclerc. That's me. Men or women, some people are born to something. I clicked too fast, I apologize. Let's stop talking and standing here and go back to the camp first. There's an enemy line nearby and it can be dangerous to stay for too long. Uh-oh, another bombard. Look out, Pauline! It's the enemy. Artillery. Retreat. Did he just like... Was that like intercepting a basketball? Leclerc! Yeah, but he left you his horse. Should the battles really get going once you get battle maids and wizards? There better be wizards. If we're going alternate history here, yeah. Alternate anime history, oh my god, yeah. I want full-on transformations. The battle begins in 4 hours. You still the determined soldier that I knew? You are Brother Napoleon? Leclerc asked me to bring you a message that you owe him a big favor. Don't forget to return later. Oh, is he alive? Is he alright now? His legs were broken from falling in order to save you, and he'll return to Paris to rest tomorrow. Moon guillotine power makeup. Yes, he took a cannonball to the chest, but he'll be fine. I won't be impressed until someone from real history is half horse. Yeah, I don't remember this Napoleon in my history books. If I paid more attention to the surroundings, I should be able to find out that area was already bombarded once by the enemy. I mean, you heard it. You mentioned it. It was my wrong judgment that led to Monsieur Leclerc's serious injury. Bad luck happens from time to time in the battlefield. Don't blame yourself. I've heard your victory on the front line. You won the battle, yet with heavy casualties. Why, you want to hear some compliments from me? Although the enemy was defeated and I was exceptionally commended, I can't forget the soldiers who died in that battle, and I can't cheer for victory. Can I really be a qualified soldier? I hope this girl is not riddled with self-doubt for the entire runtime of this game. That is one anime trope I really have no patience for. It was I who brought you to Paris, and it was I who suggested you enter the... Am I doing something wrong? No, it was my own decision to become a soldier. Recall your original intention of joining the army, Pauline. At this very moment, the war is still going on. The commander agreed to my plan not long ago. Tonight, we will launch a general attack on the enemy's position. Once the fortress is occupied, we can then use the cannons to drive the British warships out of Toulon. Oh no, he's hot. Anime Napoleon looks a lot like he does in his Jacques-Louis David paintings, especially the ones with him in his youth. Yeah, she better get character growth. Won't be happy till I see magical maids. I'm right there with you, buddy. Since Leclerc is injured, I need another adjutant. What say you? Are you coming together? Make your decision. Indecisive people are unworthy of the battlefield. If you don't want to be a soldier anymore, I'll arrange someone to send you back to Corsica. I will stay, brother. Tell me about the battle plan. Good. Then find yourself something to eat first. You can't go to the battlefield with an empty stomach. Come to me when you're ready. Leclerc's injury is my responsibility, but I still can't leave the battlefield. Protect the people like us from the harm of war. Is for this reason that we decided to join the army. Can we fight now? Chapter 2, the Maid of Toulon. So is each battle a chapter? How many chapters are there? Keep firing! The enemy's resistance is still very strong. Battle against the enemy positions began in the afternoon and continued until the evening. The target of the attack is Fort Mulgrave, the most heavily fortified position in the enemy's defense around Toulon, and also the key point of my brother's plan. Once we occupy here, our artillery can bombard the British warships in the port from high grounds, block the reinforcements and retreat routes at sea, and turn the tide of battle in one fell swoop. At the moment, our army have suppressed the enemy artillery, but still haven't gained decisive advantage. If the situation continues this way... Hi! Hello. Rose? Nice to meet you. Guess what? Boobs. Blue diamond and now rose. My God. I don't think that uniform is in regulation. Is that? Okay. Is she wearing a jacket? I mean, I don't mean the white part. Is that a jacket? Or is that just... Because I'm imagining like a tube top and then the blue sleeve jacket and then the white jacket on. No, just no. Or it's just some kind of extremely custom shirt. Bonaparte, it's turning into a protracted battle. The power of our artillery will be limited if we are held off till the nighttime. She took inspiration from the painting, liberally leading the people. I imagine there's going to be lots of women inspired by that in this game. This is Rose de Beaumont. The artillery commander is supporting my brother's offensive. Her name alone indicates that she's a noble, which is quite rare in the revolutionist-dominated army. Most aristocratic officers have been replaced by revolutionists. Only a few continue to serve in the army due to the influence of the queen. Rose de Beaumont is the most special one. I can think of a couple of reasons for that. Speaking of the legend of the maids, it has been taboo for the past hundreds of years, as it's always related to witches and heresy. Recently, there have been positive rumors spreading in the country precisely because of the performance of General Rose de Beaumont on the battlefield and the publicity of the royal family. The remaining shells are sufficient to support 3 or 4 rounds of artillery support. It's time to make a decision. Hello, Hubert. Rose de Beaumont, pay attention to the tone of your speech. This is not the era when your nobles can criticize and boss around in the army. Totally wearing corset. Gosh, I thought you should know your French is much better than your German. Thank you. Thank you, Mona. He's not wearing enough jackets. I think the sash is actually a very thin jacket, like perhaps borrowed from her, wrapped around his waist. Is this French Revolution Valkyrie Chronicles? It might be. Just minus the really weird-ass battle system. This man is Hubert Mondego, the supervising adjutant sent by the general. There are many rumors about him in the army. His former superiors have all become big shots, so he's rapidly promoted in the army. Officers who haven't received formal training like him are not uncommon nowadays. Oh. Oh, yes. Hello, Hubert. Commander Bonaparte surely has his plan. Your reminder is unnecessary, or is your so-called instinct of the maid telling you the military merit has nothing to do you, which you are not reconciled to? I'm moving on. I'm just speaking as a common soldier. Indeed, we don't have enough ammunition nor enough time. It's now or never. Concentrate all the shells and launch the final bombard on the enemy positions. I'll lead the infantry charge. We must seize the opportunity to occupy the battery on the shore. Machine translation, yeah. I wonder how exactly they went about it. Because, you know, I work in Korean localization, and machine translation of Korean localization is a mess. Like, you can't really get, like, at least using Google Translate, you can't get a functional translation out of it. You still have to clean it up. Why aren't his breasts prominently displayed? He's got a completely different uniform. As for Monsieur Mondego, do you want to participate in the charge together? About that. I caught cold on the way here, so I'm not in the condition for the charge. You'll be commanding the artillery support. I've already issued the plan to my subordinates. All you need to do is fire as planned. Well, the bombarding is crucial to the offensive. I must see to it personally. Troops are ready and waiting for orders, sir. Rainy day combat is extremely tough, and the most important thing is to inspire the corps to put your ability to good use. Pauline, let me know if you need my support anytime, Pauline. Understood. Get ready for the first round of bombarding. Fire! There they go. Boom! Kapow! The enemies bombarding suddenly became very fierce. Hold the line. As long as we hold Fort Margrave, victory is ours. Yeah, we'll see about that. Machine translation is getting pretty advanced, but is real bad at nuance and subtlety and occasionally everything. The dodge chance of troops, both friendly units and enemy units, will decrease in the rain. Units marked with ally are temporary friendly troops of our side. They won't earn EXP during battles. Units marked with calm are friendly troops that act on their own. Try your best to defeat enemies with Pauline herself to maximize the EXP earned. Ah, okay. So we don't get to keep Rose. We don't get to keep Mr. Napoleon. At least Google Translate no longer seems to translate currencies or names to unrelated ones in the target country. Everyone does look sleep deprived, Dev. That's a good point. I did notice that. Like, well, Rose especially looks. She kind of has the whole like heroin chic thing going on. I made fun of. Oh, it's probably like Hebert, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be? He looks legitimately sick. He looks like he has consumption or something. So this is the Austrian infantry. Teehee. Rose got to get up real early, put that outfit on. I know, right? Let's see. So she's a cannon person. All right, let's. Rose is actually the beefiest one here. 21 HP. Well, let's see how it goes. Whoa, he's just gonna ice these dudes. Damn. I love this. I love this guy's face. Well, so much for you. Ooh, that voice. That voice, though. All right. Experimental musket. Oh, they have ammo counts. So I get to use this 5 times this battle. I get to use muskets 14. Hebert looks like he's ready to just drop down and die from not getting enough sleep. Yeah, he's had it with this shit. Oh, experimental musket has greater range but lower hit chance. All right, ice these dudes as well. Ha! You missed the entire line, all of them. Never put your faith in muskets. Round shot. Her range is 2 to 4. Okay. She's carrying around croissants. Okay. So if I move her up next, she can soften up these guys. Hebert better do his part as well. Rifling is a hell of a thing. Kapow! Kaboom! Jesus. How's this gonna go? I wonder how this is determined. Like, why does Napoleon get 2 moves? 2 attacks. Game doesn't have accurate jibbing. Oh god, that'd be gross. An anime game with, like, realistic battle gore. Train mastery, conqueror, line battle. Oh, these are from our teammates. That's interesting. Recovers 20% hit point when eliminating an enemy. That's cool. The Fusilier class. Could be, yeah, could be where they were just twice as fast. That's a good point. Get up there. Can I hit anybody from here? Unfortunately, no. I really want to blow somebody up with her. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Have to hit and wait. So far, this is good. So far, this is quite good. It's polished. It's interesting. I love the art. You know. Hey, not a roguelike. What's up? Pay attention to the target areas. Fire! Faster! Damn it, the enemy has already rushed into our position. Who's that man with the messy hair? And who's that little girl? Could she be just like Lady Wesley? Game looks nice too. Hey, not a roguelike. Hope you're doing well too, buddy. Not bad for the bombarding, and Rose's arrangement is trustworthy. However, our enemy is very tenacious. Pauline, can you still hold it? Time is running out. Go all out and break through the enemy's defense. My ability, I can maximize the encouragement of soldiers and strengthen their combat effectiveness. Although I got only 1 shot at the moment, now is the most critical time of the battle. Pauline's inspiration command will increase her damage done in a short period. Once you use a command skill, you cannot cancel your move. You must issue an order of attack or wait to finish your action. Didn't I already do that? I think I already did that. If I move her here, I should be able to blow somebody up, right? Yeah! Let's do it. Suck round shot. Boom. Nice. Alright. We'll just pull up. I hope that wasn't like my one use of Inspire for the whole game. If it was, that's fine. I can probably just use Rose's attack to whittle these guys down. This is the last round of attack. Fire! Are they referencing the Duke of Wellington's sister? She can be a battle maid? The position is almost lost. It was exactly like what Lady Wesley said. The French will become our greatest threat. The eagle from Corsica will ignite the fire of war that sweep across the continent. Blarg. Uh-oh. He's taking the battle to Napoleon. Ooh. Glad you're liking. I've been nervous about the recommendation. Was this your pick, Dominic? Yeah, this is cool so far. This is really neat. This is, honestly, this is exactly the kind of game that I want you guys to pick. For Reader's Choice, for patron picks. Stuff that I would, like, stuff that I know nothing about, I would never pick on my own. Like, stuff that you are curious about. Stuff that you want, like, something that might interest you, and you want to know how it shakes out. Like, if it's actually going to be worth your time and money. That's what I'm here for. Like, recommend it, request it. Let me take point on these things, you know? Can I heroic? No, I need like melee range for that. Hang on. If I do here, can I do... I can experimental musket this guy. Hey, Cold Rolled Steel, what's up, buddy? I'm not doing Fallout 76, no. Even I have standards. Bad Gnarl. The rest of us are here for the massive anime honkers. Wait, are there geese in this game? Oh! Come on, Napoleon, you got this. Boom! Well done. Alright. Honk honk. Napoleon eating all your XP. I know, I know. I shouldn't have let him take point. Yes, we did it! Unbelievable. Although you were just temporarily taking command, you fought with such bravery. As impressive as your brother said. This is Final Fantasy Colonial Tactics. Kinda? Almost time for the judicious application. I read that as breasts first. Napoleon's basically Sephiroth during the flashback. I actually tried Mass Effect Andromeda the other night. Everything you've heard is true and I should have listened. That's good to know, though. Sometimes those things launch and they have like a really rough launch, and then a couple patches later, like the few people that are still playing are like, "No, guys, it's okay. It was kind of overblown, but everything's been fixed up and everything. It's fine stuff." Mostly Fire Emblem inspired mechanically. It's interesting because the maps are very... Elevation hasn't come into play yet. I don't know if it will, because most of the attacks are like melee range. Never given this game the time of day, but it's actually decent so far. I know, right? And yes, I'm just gonna leave it here for a while. Andromeda I thought wasn't terrible. True, nothing near the original trilogy, but not awful. You overpraise me. It seems to be my ability or something, making the soldiers become... Comparing to that, the targeting and timing of the cannons under your command are so impeccable. It's rumored that you know every detail of the terrain, no matter where you're fighting. Seems that is no exaggeration. Don't say that. This is all thanks to Monsieur Hubert's strategic commanding, right? You're totally not the same as they said. Everyone thought that the Maid of the royal family was a frosty and grim person. Rose's situation on the other fronts is still unclear. Tell the artillery to catch up quick. Attack the British warships in the port. Understood. Soldiers, ready the cannons. Kapow! Your Excellency, it's the bombarding of the French. Who are you? It seems that Fort Mulgrave has fallen. We should retreat as soon as possible before they block the port. Aye, aye, ma'am. This should be sufficient to force those stubborn old men to make up their minds and wage war against France. The status quo of this country is a group of beasts fighting each other, and the one that survives will be the fiercest one. We should take the opportunity to defeat them now. However, this is not something for me to decide. Anyway, I should go home for some long-term discussions. It's the most... When do we meet the lady in the back? Is that lady related to Lord Nelson? I'm really glad y'all picked this game. I'm so thankful for y'all. Huge tracts of land! You called it. Should I Google Lord Nelson? Is it? No, he's an actual historical figure. So far they're using actual historical figures. I don't know if Rose was a real person. I mean, this is her portrayal here is not a real person. Pauline apparently is. And the other male soldiers at least have been. That's up for two pretty big historical figures a minute ago. You're here, Pauline. All right, I want to do one more battle. I want to give this one more battle to see if we get any more craziness. But yeah, I like this so far. I like this quite a bit. I will definitely be playing this over the coming week. I can see the whole view of Toulon from here. Take a good look. This is the city we have liberated. Brother, why can you be so determined to implement a battle plan like this? In order to contain the enemy outside the city, the friendly forces have been fighting very hard. Even so, we may still not have enough time to occupy Fort Margrave. It's okay, I'm not entirely convinced I'm a real person. Oh, Negaritep. You're a real person in chat. Outside of that, I can't say. You are right. We are lucky to succeed in the end. Perhaps we should thank God for helping us. I for one, can't make such a decision. Thinking of not being able to win the battle while soldiers fight with their lives. Maybe I'm not... Shut up, Pauline! Jesus! Pauline, do you know what's more painful than soldiers' death? More painful. To let them die in vain under the command of incompetent generals, and this is happening every day in the war. I believe that I am the best choice that soldiers could possibly have, so I never hesitate when making decisions. They made Napoleon too tall. I know, right? Unless all these characters are just like 5 feet tall. However, if I could come with a better plan. Pauline, did the instructors of the École Militaire not tell you? The talents of soldiers must be honed on the battlefield to blossom. Can skills really blossom on the battlefield? Before that day, the soldiers who died under your command are the responsibility you must bear. Do you remember our snowball fights back on Corsica? They should totally do the Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced thing of like a flashback to their snowball fights. Napoleon from Bill and Ted is canon. Wow, where'd you get that idea, Mona? You won 35 times, I won 20. You have snatched 20 victories from the best soldier in France. Give yourself some confidence. Brother. So much for the gossip. I have to prepare my personal report for Paris, otherwise God knows what Hubert will say. This victory, the big shots in Paris should finally make up their mind and give me a chance to make a big difference. Remember to come and help me by then, Pauline. Understood. After the British warships were withdrawn, remaining enemy forces on the land were quickly annihilated and the flame of victory burned in the city of Toulon. However, the war is not over. Starting from Toulon, the conflict between France and the entire Europe has become more intense. All this started with the revolution that took place in Paris a few years ago. Nowadays, the French royal family survives under the influence of a woman, which makes Paris a stage of order and chaos intertwined. A woman. All right, so that's the prelude. We finished the prelude. 2 months later. Noise. Paris is still the same city that is so lively, even it's late. Malmaison Cafe. According to the map, I'm in the right place, but I don't see any signboard with his name nearby. After the siege of Toulon, my brother got exceptionally promotion because of his military merits and the recommendation of the revolutionists. I also received an invitation for the royal family to come to Paris to receive my award. My brother asked me to find a cafe ran by a woman named Josephine and live there for the time being. We all heard that your husband has already been executed on the guillotine. No one can protect you here. What? That's right, drive them out. Here used to be our home. This doesn't look like an ordinary quarrel. Mature woman. That's a matter of years ago. If you have so much spare time to harass me, why don't you go back and find a proper job? Can you see this down here through the text box? The entire Europe. It sounds like I'm destined for great things, just like the Roman Empire. Paris looks a lot like Toulon. Funny that. And don't blame me for not reminding you that I have several old friends in the guards of Paris. Don't believe her nonsense, as people have been locked in prison with their husband long ago. Get out from here, you serpent. Tut tut, this is going ugly. Here's the Malmaison Cafe then. Are you Madame de Beauharnais? I think it's Beauharnais. My brother Napoleon Bonaparte should have written about my visiting. Napoleon. So speaking you must be? Don't waste any time already. Someone help me and throw her out. Beauharnais. Hey you, don't do anything stupid. That's Josephine. Rogues on the street looking for troubles. It seems that a fight is inevitable. Waving sword. Stop it now. Are you people not ashamed for bullying an aged woman? Good one. Oh my god, look at her face. It's like, actually, go fuck yourself. 15 letters to only use 5 of them. That's the beauty of French. That's what gives it its incredible allure. Wait, she seems to be wearing military uniform. That said, you must be Pauline Bonaparte. Too bad that you're seeing this kind of things. Come inside the cafe now. What'd she say? Pauline Bonaparte? It's the Maid of Toulon. Damn it, what trouble you have got... What trouble you have get us into. I'm done with it. Chat, what trouble you have get us into. I think the H is silent. Oh, okay. It's pronounced Frank. I had a good feeling. Fortunately, my brother taught me how to fight back in Corsica. Also, the swordmanship taught by instructor Deom. But if you guys ever want to see Final Fantasy Tactics, I have the original PS1 disc with the original jank-ass translation, and that could be a lot of fun. I still have Sword of the Night Sword burned into my brain from that. Maid of Toulon? What are they talking about? They must be hired by nearby gangs to make trouble. After all, my salon cut a lot of business from them when it was booming. Ravi de vos rencontres, Madame de Beauharnais? My brother should have mentioned in his letters I'm bothering you and live here during my stay in Paris. Defeat Dice Dark's elder brother. Josephine's daughter by her first husband married Napoleon's brother Louis, and their son became Napoleon III. Weird. Yeah, I don't know how I would do a PSP game. Have they put any PSP games on PlayStation Now? Because that would be a possibility. Just call me Josephine. So you're Napoleon's sister. However, my brother cleanly said it was a stylish, magnificent place. Why is it so broken? Broken. Little girl, I didn't promise anyone to let you live here, did I? What? What do you mean? The expressions are really good on these characters. I really like the art. Not just for the obvious reasons. Like I feel like the art in this game is legitimately good. Like these are really, really well done character portraits. Stream, what the fuck? You can't stop until you reach 1,000 pens. If you hack a PSP, you can stream via USB. Interesting. Okay. Her son by her first husband looked a whole lot like Napoleon, but no way ever claimed he was Napoleon's son. Stream. Oh, stream. What the fuck? I thought you were saying stream, like chat. What the fuck is wrong with you? Your story is spread all over Paris. Work time. Oh, work time fun. Flower of the battlefield that bloomed in Toulon and the Maid of France is equal to Rose de Beaumont? Something like that. What was going on here? Obviously didn't. In short, you're already a star in Paris. If you live here, maybe you'll get me some unexpected troubles. Alas, it's okay to lend your room here, but you have to help me. Oh, anything that I can help. Then join my Club de Malmaison and be my adjutant. They love the word adjutant. I'm with Mona now. This was machine translated. A small organization that I gathered by hosting Salon here was quite popular by then. Just so you can see, after my ex-husband died, I was gradually deserted. I'm not the kind of person who gives up easily. However, to make a comeback, I need someone to help. Sorry, I can't stay in Paris too long. I don't know much about social. I thought you meant who's that flying. Are you sure you guys don't mean GTFO? It's easy to get these all mixed up. So you don't have to worry. The rising stars in the army, just like you, are the best political signboard, just like the Jacobins soliciting your brother. If you keep earning military merit on the battlefield, there will be people who are willing to worship you, and the influence of our faction is guaranteed. When you come back to Paris, just occasionally deal with the commissions you're tasked by the big shots, and everything will go smooth. And keeping a good relationship with the other factions also benefits you in various ways. Your brother's promotion is a good example of this. So wait, are we gonna have to manage like faction rep in this? Of course, with your current fame, you can also pledge your service to the big shots or simply declare loyalty to the royal family. I'll stay with you if you need my help on anything. Please don't hesitate to tell me. Are you sure you want to stay in such a... Sure, my brother said you're a reliable person. Moreover, I want to gain a foothold in the army with my own skills. Good for you, however, if you want to help, do you know the rules and social occasions? Well, in short, always strike first with decisive attack. That's what my brother taught me. You two are truly brother and sister. Well then, there's a room available upstairs. It used to be my husband's room. You can live there for the time being. It's already very late today. Go rest. We unlocked a location. The faction... Oh, we are going to have to manage factions. Interesting. Favorite quote from the old Tactics translation: surrender or die in obscurity. The rules for social occasions. Fire muskets. Second floor of the Malmaison's Cafe. Listening to the sound of the carriages occasionally passed by the window, I recalled the life in École Militaire. This is way more visual novel than I was expecting. It's not unwelcome. It's just a lot of reading between battles. It's a bit text dumpy for my tastes, but I wouldn't necessarily call it bad. And obviously, if you're a fan of visual novels and tactical RPGs, this is going to be I feel like this would be a pretty good fit. According to Josephine's introduction, Paris has changed a lot. Oh, hey! Oh, you're not actually here. We're just thinking about you. I cannot pronounce that. Feuillant? Led by the commander-in-chief of the army, Gilbert du Motier, Marquis de Lafayette, and implementing constitutional monarchy is the actual authority. The king's declaration supporting the revolution won over many supporters of the royal family among the common folks and nobles outside Paris. Is this the king? Is that good old Louis? Because their political views match the voice of the people, the prestige of the Jacobins is rising. My brother's among them too. The situation continues to change, and all factions are trying to win the support of Parisian citizens. I couldn't help but think of the classmates that I had in the École Militaire. Eugenie, Cosette, Charlotte. How are you doing now? As a French history nerd, I'm loving this shit. Like, even though they've gone for like an alternate history, it's neat how like carefully they're getting it to track with the actual historical figures. Seems like a lot of research went into this. I met them, farewelled them, and went to the battlefield. I witnessed soldiers die under the banner. I tasted victory and pain. I thought about giving up the identity of a soldier. Eventually I stayed, not only because of my persuasion, but just my pursuit. On the battlefield, I have a special ability to inspire, if I can naturally win their trust. Because of this, I can't take the responsibility of commander decisively. They're still a few days away from the banquet held by the royal family. For that, what should I do with my free time in Paris? Okay. All right. You know what? We are not going to make it to another battle. There is no way that we are going to make it to another battle. So we might as well stop here. But we've seen the prologue. We've seen the tutorial battles. Now, I'm guessing there's not going to be another battle until after the party. Maybe there'll be, I don't know, maybe there'll be something at the party or, but I think we're going to have to do some dialogue stuff. Play with cats. We're probably going to have some dialogue choices and some more side story stuff, and then another big plot beat, and then after that. So, if you're here for the tactics and not the story, this one's probably going to drag for you. If you're here for a mix of both, it's good stuff, I think. Don't you dare quit before you... Fine, we'll play with the cats and relax. By trying to make friends with the wild black cat near the salon, although the results are not ideal, but I became more agile than before. Pauline has acquired a new skill. Speed, which increases dodge and makes you easier to chase attack enemies, cannot coexist with Speed Star. A few days later... In the Malmaison's salon, you can take side quests and view information such as gallery and career achievements. Current influence of the Malmaisons. Wow, I'm actually glad that you made me do that, because now we can get a better idea of what you actually do in this game. You became a cat. Yeah, let's hop over here real quick so you can see the full menu. Current influence of the Malmaisons is not high enough to provide side quests to you. Try to attract the attention of other factions first. Talk to Josephine to find out what to do now. We're in Chapter 2. The Malmaison Salon. Quests. Josephine said that we must get familiar with various... Josephine didn't say shit. Okay. We have quests, reputation, achievements, gallery. There's Pauline. Okay. Up. So there's Leclerc. Comte de Mirabeau. Josephine. Oh, where's Rose? Bring back Rose. All right, see you later, Dev. Thanks for coming out tonight. Okay, well. City map. Yeah, this is like full on visual novel. Pretty cool. All right, yeah, we'll call it here before we get any deeper in this. Meet any more waifus. But I'm definitely be playing this. I like this a lot. I like this quite a bit. Especially if I end up giving up on Alternate Jake Hunter, because I am sorry, that game is glacial in its pacing. Even this game is moving faster than that one, so I hate to say it, but I don't know if I'm entirely down with the Jake Hunter. So I'm gonna work really hard to get a review of that out next week. I really want to review Disco Elysium and Jake Hunter next week. So, and then we'll see when I can get a review of this out. I'm gonna play this as much as I can. Get like a full feel for it. Jake Hunter's so damn slow. It's absurdly slow. I thought it was going to pick up after that first chapter, and it didn't. It emphatically did not. Anyway, let me switch what we are playing over to Sayonara Wild Hearts. Okay, so, full disclosure, I've played this before. I have Apple Arcade on my iPhone. Sayonara Wild Hearts was one of the first games I downloaded for it. I played through the whole thing. I beat it. Awesome game. Did not like the touch controls. They felt really mushy, and they felt like they fouled me up a couple times with how frantic some of the stages are. So I'm actually really looking forward to trying the PC version. I think it might be way more my speed. Ardamit, thank you so much for suggesting that. Again, that is not a game that I ever would have picked of my own accord, but turns out I really like it. Like, I might end up getting really hooked on that. Are there any other places that can get you stuck in Jake Hunter? Or is it just boring? It's a lot of little things. It's like I'm in the second chapter now, which is basically Saburo is trying to retrace his grandfather's footsteps and kind of learn about his place in New York. And it's just like, one of the big problems I'm having with it is it's an extremely Japanese story that's just been like uprooted and dropped in New York. Like, all the characters are extremely Japanese. Like, I met members of the NYPD, and there's like the long-haired gruff guy, and like the effeminate man, and like the really like stern dude who's just like acts like a jerk, but not like an actual like New Yorker. Satan is not pleased with their progress. Satan demands more butts. So yeah. It's a lot of little things. But yeah, the big thing for me is the pacing, because like I checked out Grandpa's office, and then a guy talked to me, and then I went outside and stared at the river so that Saburo could have like a hard-boiled moment. And then the guy came back, and the guy was like, "Okay, I'll take you out for breakfast." And we went to his place, but it was closed. So then we had to leave and go back to the river. And then he's like, "Okay, let's go to the cafe instead." See, this is the problem with the pacing in the game. They are obsessed with sending you to places that have no purpose. That's what killed the first chapter. Like, the first chapter was this neat flashback to when they were all kids and something weird happens at summer camp, right? And so the whole thing is about tracking down this one camp counselor. So there's different locations on the map you can go search. The game will force you to search a location where there is nothing. Just to get rest. Thank you so much for subscribing for 9 months. How you doing, buddy? Enjoy your purple gem. Very exciting. Yeah. It will require you to travel to a location where there's nothing, just to get a unique bit of dialogue that says there is nothing. And sometimes you have to do that 3 or 4 times in a row. Like, you have to search the entire camp just to confirm that there's nothing anywhere. It's a very Detective VN thing. Okay. It might be something that I'm not accustomed to, but at the same time, I cannot call that good design. Like, I'm not cool with that. So, anyway, we can talk about that some more, maybe while we're playing Sayonara Wild Hearts. Or I might just get taken up in the music of this thing. You saw how dead the brain was.
Not long ago, in a town much like yours, there was a young woman who was very happy.
You guys can hear that. You need to be able to see this.
Until one day her heart broke so violently
Okay, cool.
that her sorrow echoed through space and time.
It's just how Japanese adventure games are. I mean, there's different ways to express it, though.
Saga begins tonight. Yet eons ago, just here, yet light years away.
Like, Dead of the Brain just wanted you... Turn the game up a bit? Okay. Oh, God. Dead of the Brain didn't require you to do nothing. Dead of the Brain just required you to do, like, very specific things. I'd murder someone for falafel right now. I don't know if I'm going to be yapping a whole lot during this game because the music is so incredibly good.
Let's pop!
Let's pop! Alright. Here we go. I don't know a single thing about this game, but I like it so far. You're going to like this a lot. You're going to like this a whole lot. I promise you.
Divine arcana watched over it.
It's, yeah, Mona is spot on. It is so good.
But one night
I have not played Fire Emblem Three Houses, no. I've never played a Fire Emblem.
And along with her star-crossed allies,
which is dumb because I love tactical RPGs and Advance Wars.
And hid it in their vile hearts.
Yeah, Annapurna makes really good stuff. They just released something that I wanted to try.
From the shards of a broken
Did they publish Ashen? I really want to try Ashen.
One day be strong enough to save their world.
Okay, yeah. I know Ashen has gotten a really tepid response, but I kind of want to try it. I think it's something that might be my speed. Be nice, Mona. I'm actually getting really excited to play this game again. Because I played on a tiny phone with no headphones or anything. Alright. Okay. Alright, here we go. This game is so cool. Outer Wilds is Annapurna too? God damn, they make a lot of good stuff. Got you.
Gold rank.
Hey, not bad. Yeah, I want to play Outer Wilds too. My buddy Tino, like, that's like his like game of all time. Yeah, there's that magical girl transformation. Heartbreak 1. Heartbreak Subspace. Devil Passage. Yeah, I've somehow avoided any kind of information about Outer Wilds as well, so... So every single stage in this game kind of has like a different gimmick or mechanic to it. This one has these like teleport paths. There's a surprising amount of variety to the gameplay in this. Oh shit. Ah, damn it. There we go.
Gold rank.
Nice. Really struggle to do well in the Heartbreak. Some of them are so confusing. Some of them are just absolute messes.
Doki Doki Rush.
Not to be confused with Doki Doki Literature Club. Totally different feel. Welcome to Hate Hell Valley. It's worse here. Yeah, Apple Arcade is a fantastic deal if you have an iPhone. Whee! See, this one's more over the shoulder. And you actually need to worry about running into things. The camera work in this game is something that more games should really pay attention to. Like, it manages to be like a very like precise game like this, while also having some incredibly dynamic cameras. Yes. No, I want it. No. Sorry, chat. You gotta give me a second here. Alright, here we go.
Silver rank.
This is when the game gets really good. I know what stage Josh has the most trouble with in this is Niger.
Fighting pose.
Wow. There we go. Isn't that cool transition? That's a cool ass stage.
Gold rank.
This was the moment that I knew this game was something special. Like, it was neat leading up to this stage, but when I got to this one, I was like, oh my god.
Begin again.
You ever get the Mega SG plays Shining? I know, I really should play Shining Force. I watched Tino play the first one, I think? Next stage is probably my favorite, so that's not dig at the rest. Like a Mrs. Incredible origin story game. Oh yeah. See, that's awesome. Like, controlling your character from that perspective, specifically to avoid a shot like that, is really cool. And now it's like full free flight. Also, this song is incredibly good. Here we go again. I think the only complaint I had about this game is like some of these levels are so fast-paced. And like so much crazy shit happens in them that like some of these transitions are really, really hard to get the very first time. That was risky. Like some of the later levels I had to try a bunch of times. That's not really a knock against the game. Putting this on your wish list? Yeah, it's awesome, dude. It's so good. I mean, you know, they talk about games like blending genres, but this one does it in such like clever, natural ways. Like, it really feels like something special. Oh, I remember this part being hard. And this is the other thing. If you mess up, like it restarts you almost instantly. So it doesn't even break your groove to die, really. Oh, these sequences are so cool. And this game looks so good, too. That's gotta hurt.
Silver rank.
Oof. Boom.
Heart rate.
So the heartbreak subspaces are like the passages between levels. In each level, we're gonna be facing like a big opponent like that. Oh god. Oh, okay. Missed that one. Ah, man. Missing those teleporters is like the worst feeling. Oh, hello. So this one doesn't, like, it's moving so fast that you can't really see what's coming. It just does it purely by pattern recognition. This game's cool.
Silver rank.
Worst feeling is when you go in the wrong and teleport and carelessly skips you past all the hearts. You're absolutely right.
Forest ghost.
Whoa Woods. I don't remember this sequence real well, but I do remember the boss being nuts. Oh. Damn it, I really wanted that too. Too far. I'm gonna get that. I've decided. Yeah! There we go. Missed that last one. Here we go. Next level is the worst in the game. I don't really... I think the worst one for me was one near the end. Eye strain photosensitivity warning? Oh, okay. Oh god, we're riding a deer. Yeah, I think this was my favorite boss. Not necessarily this the final all right. This fucking part. Yeah, the final encounter of this sequence of stages is, I think, my favorite boss in the game. This is really cool. I'm huge. It's just like, what the fuck just happened? Oh.
Silver rank.
That's a really short stage. This level is just a matter of your, like, perspective, man.
Laser love.
I think this is... Mona, is this it? Is this the one? Alright, sweet. And now all of a sudden it's a shmup. This level reminded me of Rez, which I think is one reason I like this so much. I cannot believe I missed that. Oh, shit. Whoa, hello. Laser doggies. Oh, hello, okay.
Silver rank.
Oh, there's another part to this. I remembered it as just one big fight.
Dead of night.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh, I remember this stage now. Oh, I love this stage. Oh, shit. shouldn't have hesitated. I should have gone for it. Ah, shit. It's awesome. I don't see how this bike couldn't be a deer. It's thematic. It's thematic. Oh, it's awesome. Okay, if you weren't sold on this game before, you have to be now, right? It's like a combination of JoJo and drugs. I know, it's perfect. It's beyond reproach. The poses help a lot. The poses are a very important... Oh, nuts. The poses are a very important component of it. More like Utena than JoJo? Yeah. Definitely has that feel. And I really cannot stress enough how nice it is when you die, it just throws you right back in. Like, no waiting. You just get right back to it. Like, that's huge. Oh, I'm sad it's over. Oh. Ah, nuts. I missed their hearts. Big part of this game going for high scores is just being open alternate modes. No, it's a straight shot through the levels. It's just getting gold on most of these is insanely hard. It looks amazing. I suck so bad at it, then never get to enjoy it. I really don't think it's that hard, Cragger. Like, the maneuvering isn't really that precise, honestly. The diamonds are collectibles and there's a riddle thing that requires you to figure out what to do in specific. Oh, I didn't know about that. That's interesting. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, just as a score attack game, this one's totally worth it. Because the levels are just, it's like Rez, you know? Rez is 5 levels, right? 5 or 6 levels. But like, those levels are so good, it's entirely worth going through them like countless times. And I feel the same way about this game. Yeah, I completely agree, Mona. I remember not liking this level because the perspective kind of got to me. Like, I could never quite figure out where I was. This part's cool. Shoot. Oh, God. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, the perspective on this one kind of messes me up. I had to try it a couple times when I did it on my phone. I'm not sure I would listen to the soundtrack on my own, but I love it in this game. Yeah, the visuals are a huge component of it. Like, in all the action going on. I already listen to music like this, but generally substantially darker. Like, part of me wants like a whole series of games that take place in this world because it's so visually interesting. But at the same time, I don't know if if any other kind of game would be as interesting as what they did with it here, you know? Like, I'm not sure I would have the patience for like an RPG or something in this world after experiencing this. I feel like I threaded the needle through a bunch of those.
Bronze rank.
They fell right into their trap. Would it still capture the same feel, or would it just end up copying their style? Exactly. Yeah. This game is so unique in how all of its components come together that I don't know if you could really capture that in a different genre. Oh yeah, this stage is rad. This is such an incredible concept for a level, honestly. And it, oh god, I'm forgetting. It's hard to keep track. And it's great for the pacing of the game too, because after all those like intense high speed levels, suddenly you have one that's much more puzzly. And it's not even all that complex of a puzzle, he says as he completely fucks it up. It's really just back and forth, but like getting the rhythm and recognizing the pattern is a big part of that. And then we learn the trick. Did you ever play 140? No, I think I have it. I always meant to. Pretty quickly start seeing both worlds at once while playing it. God, man, I don't like it when stuff only gives you seconds to react. I mean, I think it just goes hand in hand with this style of game. Like, it's hard to have really, like, fast-paced action without requiring some kind of, like, fast-paced reactions. Oh god. This is a really good song too. And it's so much better if you actually get the prompts perfectly. I don't know why I keep going to the left for everything. This sequence reminds me of Bayonetta. God, this game is cool.
Sayonara Wild Hearts. Silver rank.
That was intense.
Heartbreak 4.
I think we're definitely gonna be able to do this whole thing tonight. Hopefully y'all don't mind. It's way more fun. I assure you, as strongly as I can, it's way more fun to actually like experience this yourself than to watch somebody play it. There we go. And I mean, you can learn how to do these parts like an actual person instead of screwing them up like I do. Oh, good job, Stealth. Ah! I'm missing all the cool stuff. Why? Terrible. I still got silver rank somehow. Watching this under the influence is pretty darn nice. Game has seizure warning prompt resistance and 20 Hz flashing lights and usually does the trick. I don't remember. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't recommend it to someone. For sure. I don't remember this sequence at all. Sweet ass car. Oh my god, how did I forget this? This is rad. How did I forget about this stage? Maybe I had like a bad outrun experience with it or something. Also, I should have gone left there. Look at that. There we go. Maximum drift. Oh, you get points for drifting too. I guess I was supposed to switch over to that other... Man, this game's cool as hell. The scenery is so rad, too. Oh, this guy!
Silver rank.
Oh my god, y'all, this guy is so... This is so neat. This... I don't think this is the most fun boss, but it might be the most creative. This one's really cool. This is what I remember. I didn't remember the car lead up to this. Zawardo. The color palette for this is literally the bisexual pride flag. See, that's awesome. And I mean, it looks fantastic too. Obviously the right choice. Okay, got that. legit surprised I did that right. I'm sure I'm not the only one. Oh, idiot, you're supposed to go over it. They're Tetris blocks. We Tetris now. Wait, can I do that? Is it just the front of them that... Oh, I think it is. I think it's just the front of them that are dangerous. Oh, oh, oh. Right through the eye. Right through the corner. Trixie.
Silver rank.
Completely agree, Bacon Copter. Bi peeps don't get enough representation. I think that's something we're working towards slowly but surely, is better representation of all kinds of people. Everyone who's been neglected since the dawn of video games. Only Blue Ricky is bi, actually. I really like this stage a lot. I absolutely adore the concept. And it's another incredibly good song, so. I think that was my problem. I basically beat the game the first time in like 1 or 2 sittings. And it made it kind of hard to remember all the songs I really liked because I liked so many of them. And I just like shotgunned them. Whoa. That was a really great stage. I really like that stage. Love to see you play Roundabout. The stage slightly reminds me of it. Yeah, there's only... I think there's just 5 stages left, yeah? Yeah, that's it. The last couple are pretty long. But we're coming up on the ocean of death. That should tell you something. Yeah, this game is intensely gratifying to play. Just absurdly so. Ah, damn it. Yeah, here we go. Damn. Oh! Okay. Not exactly ideal, but okay. No. Damn it! Could have easily done this whole game the style begin again. It was still been a pretty good game, but switch it. Yeah, the way it switches up is just incredible, and they make it all work. They make all these different things work. Probably one of the best art games I've seen. Definitely, completely agree. It knows, this game knows exactly what it wants to be. It knows exactly how it wants you to feel. And it does everything in its power to put you there, and it does it really effectively. I remember these last couple stages being pretty hard. And intensely disorienting. All right. Yo, I need that. I actually got that. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, that one's super disorienting. Abzu's fantastic. I was a big fan of Abzu. I'm all about games that like impart specific feelings or emotions, that use their mechanics, that use their aesthetic to evoke a specific feeling in the player. And I felt like Abzu did that incredibly effectively. Abzu's nice, not as good as Journey. Okay, I have to try Journey then. Journey sounded awesome when I first heard about it, but didn't have a PlayStation at the time, so I couldn't try it. Temperance. The bow of temperance. Let's do this. aren't many games that make you feel as much like a badass as this one. Like, honestly. The stuff you do in this game is just so cool. Ooh, I got gold on that. Nice. Sure sounds like it's up to Viper. Yeah. Yeah. No question. I mean, this thing's going pretty good. Just leave it in my lap. All right, 2 stages left. There's this one and then the finale. Mona, is it only... Oh, God. Right. Is it only the boss stages that have vocals? I can't believe I got that. I'm sorry, am I boring you? Okay. There we go. Oh God, okay. This is so cool. Whee! Oh, right, I have to go around him. No button prompt there. Can't think of exception, so let's go with yes. Yes! Excellent! Oh shit, okay. Okay. Kapow! Kapow! Bet you weren't expecting this. Oh God, neither was I. Oh shit! Oh my God, okay. Ow! Oh, right. Give me your hearts. Alright, here we go. Yo! Shit! Shit! Oh, okay. Yeah. Whew.
Bronze rank.
Hey Clarkus, what's up? Welcome to the stream. I think I was with you when you bought that. Alright, this is the finale, and much like Rez, this one's like an extra long stage, so... Here we go. Oh, shit. I dodged into them. Hello? No. No. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Damn it. Okay. Okay. Nope. I can't believe they didn't hit me. Boy. Oh, nope. Games like, remember all that everything you did up to this point? Yeah, you better. I love this last stage. Smooch. Damn it. I was doing so well, too. I did the exact same thing. I did the exact same thing I did the first time. That was even worse. I just had a mental breakthrough where I realized these are hearts.
voices of the three divine arcana echoed from the beyond. And through the wind, their words soared. From the shards of your broken heart, the real power has risen. You have restored the lost harmony of the world. Now you must go and find harmony in your home. Sayonara Wild
Oh, no, I missed it. No. There's even grinding in this. The cool kind. Whoa.
Silver rank. Not long ago, in a town much like yours, there was a young woman who fell out of love, asleep, away. For years she fell through spirals of sadness and anger until she could not fall any deeper and fell right back into her grave.
So yeah, if you were at all confused about the story or symbolism of this game, it just lays it out right there at the end. Smooching Dragons, more gnarl fanfic material. Oh my god. That is such a good game. An adorable roller coaster in the best possible way. That's a great way to describe it. It's so sweet. You know? Like, there's a lot of feel-good games out there, but this is a game about feeling good, ultimately, you know? Like, the gameplay itself, like, just feels incredible. Like, it's a wonderful feeling going through the game, and then you realize it's a game about feeling good, about yourself. Not historically accurate handmade titties. Yeah. So good. You have some very interesting ideas about video games. Not necessarily disagreeing with you, but just I heartily encourage you, even if you sat here and watched me play through the whole thing just now, pick it up sometime. Play it for yourself. I think you'll get a real kick out of it. I mean, honestly, it seems like the kind of game that if you're ever just like in a funk, like if you've ever just had like a rough day, you can sit down and just score attack a couple of the stages or just run through it again and just feel... I didn't know that. I don't think I paid that much attention.
Sayonara Wild Hearts.
I don't think I paid that much attention to the credits when I beat it the first time. Check the riddle screen. You're back on the main menu. Okay.
Album arcade unlocked.
Play all songs with the collected score. Zodiac riddles. Here we go. Oh, this is interesting. There's no place for me on the podium of a starway. I find squares in every corner of the world. The magician made 3 of my wishes come true, where 1 became 2. 20 times I risk my life without failing, where a diabolical trinity appear. 3 are the times goldenly I began again. The smallest of efforts I knock out. Small blood pumps are cursed among snaps and claps. Like a worthless chariot I drift in the night. From a golden sun to a silvery star, I go to a tower of bronze. I am the perfect emperor. Did y'all know I'm a Capricorn? This resonates with me. Bring Acrid back in Risk of Rain 2. Favorite character. Oh, cool. Nice. I'll have to return to that game sometime. The chord of the solitary one, I appear oppositely 40 times. Card, not chord, card. Flat space, I slip between 2 bullets quadruple times. So some of the... Okay, so... This one, like, some of these seem much more obvious than others. This means you have to, during a specific point in the stage, you have to pass between 2 bullets 4 times in a row. Whoa, what the hell? So there's a side A and a side B to this. I was consecutively in a hurry in 10 different places. I took a dozen quick breaks. You only live once, yet I risked my life 10 times. So that one... sometimes you get a risky bonus for, like, passing really close to something that could kill you. So I guess this means get 10 risk bonuses in a single life. Reborn in a daydream, my secret is in the left eye 4 times. Up is down and down is up, where I slid 25 times. That must be in the gravity flipping stage. I heard her sing goodbye before my journey to the sky began. Just from here, I traveled 10 years back in time. What? In a devilish fight, I am only good. Inside, I spin 1,080 degrees. My secret... Inside, I spin 1,080 degrees. Mate? There's a couple places this could be. It could either be on the stages where there's, like, the turntables that turn you at 90-degree angles, or, like, the big drum, like... Any of the ones where you have to go, you can go, like, all the way around. My secret is a majority of squares where all music play. Only one attempt I stay on the podium. Happiness is a quintet of squares where one journey ends. 1080 in the tunnels? Yeah, it makes sense. Well, that's cool. That is super cool. Get gold rank on all regular songs to unlock something. Alright, I tell you what. Let's pop out of this. Since we've beaten it, I think we've done pretty well here. This is cool, isn't it? I almost don't want to exit it because the music's so good. Alright. Well, I feel bad for whatever we play next, because I don't think it's going to be a tough act to follow, I think. But I got some platformers I want to check out. Okay, so we got another half an hour. I am going to check out 1 or 2 little indie platformers. One of them, this first one we're going to do, was actually requested. It's actually a patron pick. So I will be reviewing this as part of Platform February, specifically on request. And it is... not on Twitch. So we'll call it Games and Demos. Oh, have you guys tried any of the demos that they put up during the Game Awards? Like Skateburb and... Yeah, I know it's Skatebird. I don't care. Carrion, Chicory, bunch of other stuff I can't remember. Anyway, this game's called Duck Souls. It is a very, very extremely indie platformer. Download them all the way, I gotta play them. Apparently the System Shock demo is pretty disappointing, which is sad to hear. But I guess Night Dive Studios kind of got themselves in over their heads with the System Shock remake. Anyway, let's chill and play some Duck Souls. Yes. Hi. Name makes no sense. Ducks and Souls. We are the Duck Souls. We need your help. You're the Last of Us. This Last of Us sequel is really weird. You need to find the eggs. And keep them safe. But it's dangerous to go alone. Please, take this. Well, they're more polite than the old man, at least. The golden cherry. Yeah, because they switched engines for the, now you can dash anywhere. Ooh, cool. So I can move. Go, find the eggs. Oh, there we go. Walk. Dash. Found a clock. Okay, that was pretty straightforward. Oh god. I died. Bloop. Where's his duck hold his Estus flask? You think it's corkscrew shaped? Because I heard there's duck stuff that's, you know. Praise the sun. Well, there you go. Definitely losing points for that. Say hello to my little friend. What is with these quotes? People don't belong to people. I might not be memey enough for this. Mechanically Celeste, kind of? Life is strange, isn't it? I think it's more about precision dashes. Like, the spacing than Celeste. Don't talk about that. Don't talk about the Fight Club. Also, I'm kind of impressed that they actually bothered to put, like, 2 checkpoints in a single screen platforming challenge. Be sure to let us know when the real Duck Soul starts. I'm gonna kill Bill. Good for you. The Drunken Whaler. What do you do with the Drunken Whaler? Early in the morning. Wait. Ow. 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 Hey! Cornudo, good morning! Thanks for the sub. For 16 months! Jesus Christ! I think you must have been first, dude. You must have been the original sub. Dancing in the Rain. So Cornudo, I hate to tell you this. You missed Banner the Maid, which actually turned out to be a really cool kind of visual novel slash tactical RPG about the Napoleonic era in France, with giant heaving anime breasts. So I mean, it's like the best of all possible worlds. It's pretty cool. And then we played all of Sayonara Wild Hearts, which you should absolutely get right now, if you haven't. I'm sure chat will tell you as much. So now we're playing Duck Souls. Glad you could make it for this momentous occasion. Had magic diamonds and baby maids. The highly praised architect. So, okay, so these are buttons. Blurp. Only happy accidents. Oh, okay. So you kind of have to figure out which switch is for what. Whoop. Games is pretty foul in comparison. Take this broken wings. Okay, so we gotta drop down and dash up. Neat little maneuver. You're my Senma. Where the hell did they even get these quotes? Maybe a better question is why. It's a shut up. just shut up. Oh. There we go. Extremely generous with checkpoints. Like, absurdly so. Like, these levels are small enough that I absolutely would not mind redoing the whole thing if I screwed something up. No place like home. That didn't work. Oof. Yep. Countdown until the awkward Untitled Goose Game quote. Take these broken wings is a Mr. song. Heroes never die. I disagree. Why did I jump? Why did I jump, chat? Why would I do such a thing? Han shot first. Really? Fascinating. I'm not a meme guy. I'm not. Where am I? It's a little hard to tell where you are because the color palette in this game. These levels specifically. I know Kung Fu. No, you don't. I find that highly suspect. Okay. Must dash. Must not dash that way. Must very much not dash that way. There we go. Boy, that was a struggle, wasn't it? Wasn't that complicated. Good night, Bacon Copter. Thanks for coming out, buddy. Mr. Streamer, can you react more to references? You are tuned into the wrong stream if that's what you want. I'm proud of you. You can find enough hooting dickholes on this website to service those needs, I think. Wow, much skill. Meetings between the dev for this game has just been them yelling, must meme harder. We've gone back to watch the Muppets bit from the Game Awards. I have not watched anything from the Game Awards. What the hell did I even do today? I watched my buddy Tino stream M&M games, and then I watched a VOD of a guy playing King of Fighters 13. That's what I do on Twitch. Weird quiz. I was just googling hooting tickles. I know, right? I just joined. What do you think of the game so far? It's cute. I like it. The memes, though. I think I could do without the memes, Casho. But mechanically, this is really fun. Nice, compact challenge platformer. I do like the art style, even though this particular color palette makes it hard to see the duck. I understood that reference. Hey, Walrus Custard. The Fortnite Phantom clapping? Ah! Ah! Duck! No! There we go. And jump. Okay, cool. So jump, like, moving platforms don't maintain your momentum, so you can just jump straight. Oh, that was not smart. You just jump straight up from them. It's hard to look back. You dabbling in philosophy now? Okay. I wonder... Nope. Bad wonder. Okay. Take me home, country road. Okay, that one's kind of cute. I'll give them that one. Oh, wow, I actually saved myself on that one. I've actually been in the mood for something like Meat Boy, so this is kind of fun. Thank you, Yoda. Yee! Nope. 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 Can you just go through the middle here? Yes, you can. This is interesting. Okay. Dash required. Or not. Haha. Go play games. Why did you choose this game? It is a patron request. Listen with your heart. And it looked cute. I want to give it a try. Nobody's clapping for Fortnite. They played an applause track. Oh my god. Marx and Engels was good. Nobody had the balls to shout "Free Hong Kong." Their loss. Meet me halfway. Okay. Haha. Hey, guess what? You're not invulnerable during your dash. Now this is interesting. I think I see it? No, I don't. Just go fast. Much better the game than me, you're flying through levels. I've had a lot of practice with platformers. This is gonna be the fifth year of Platform February, or the fourth? I can't remember. I dreamt I was a butterfly. Sail away, sail away, sail away. Sail away, sail away, sail away. Oh, hello. What is this? Ohana means family. God damn it, they're starting to make me laugh now. Does it respawn? Good. Is that a Persona reference? It's an Enya reference. Go ahead, make my day. There we go. Oh wow, okay. I didn't hit the button. Hit the button first, genius. Whoop. I'm not much for me. I know. You deserve love. I do, don't I? Close enough. Oh, that was great. Super intelligent. Good job, self. Whew. This is a... No! God It's growing on me, chat. Who am I to resist? I failed you. I failed you all. Okay. Okay. Too soon. Oh, the timing on this is absurd. Okay, got it. Cherries are basically Celeste Dash gems, yeah. We won't know if the writing is worse until we finish it. Houston, we have a problem. You have to admit, that was kind of funny. Oh, new joke! Wow. Hey! Alright, I did the lame way, but I did it, and that's what matters. Yeah. Could you? Oh. Again, I kind of lose track of where I am in this game. Damn it. Whoop. There we go. Oh, I can finally see myself again. Ice, ice. Okay, I hate it again. Missiles. Meat missiles. No, they're not fast. They're not that fast. 42. Cute. Boop. Boop. Those are ice blocks. Okay. Yeah, you ain't gonna catch me like that. You're my only hope. Boop. Boop. Whoops. Hup. There we go. Really dumb memes can work if there's a context that actually makes them work. I feel like they're creating their own context, honestly. Like, the game started out with so many... We think too much. See, the game started out with so many dumb memes that now I get something like this, I'm like, okay, that's kind of cute. Maybe it's just me. Hello. There we go. And feel too little. We think too much and feel too little. Oh shit, that's a rocket. There we go. Singing in the rain. Singing in the rain. No, that's bad. Whoop. I probably could dash across those webs. Who's Kaiser Soze? Good question. Ow. Nope, way too long. Ow. Rocket. Whoa. No, I had it. I even cleared them all out. Brain keeps blanking when it... Oh, come on, you had that. Self, I'm very disappointed in you. There we go. No, stop. That was not smart. No, even worse. There we go. Maybe you should duck. Replaying Slime Song on the Switch, I think it's a better option than this if you want a Super Meat Boy. I still have not played that one. Bailamos? Okay. Let the rhythm take you over. We dance. I double dare you. Oh, this is... Okay, this one's kind of cool. And I fucked it pretty bad. Oh, not that bad. Okay, cool. See, now these checkpoints are welcome. Where are we? Dr. Freeman. PhD in cart pushing. Nope. Do not want. Oh god, those are spikes and rockets. Well, I did it anyway. Herobrine removed. Shut up. You had me until the Minecraft memes. I think you could have at least charged 5 instead of 2. How many stages does this have? I can't even read that. Oh, I think I'm dead. Oh, I almost had that. I so extremely almost had that. There we go. Nope. Too clever for my own good. Yo! Drop a little faster and that would have been fine. Okay. Shut up, not a roguelike. Voyage, voyage. I'm guessing that's a song lyric. Okay. Ow. I do... Ow. I do like the movement in this game. It's... Oh, God. Did you see that? What I learned from this is I spam shitty memes that I can eventually break and you'll find them funny. You guys really weren't supposed to figure that out yet. I did the same exact thing twice. And then I did it even faster. And then I did it slower. Okay, that time I got it right. Yeah. Oh, that's a shot. Oh, that's a spike. Oh, that's also a spike. Okay, that's not happening. I don't even need to hit those. Why did I think I need to hit those? Oh my god, y'all. You're looking good today. Right. Platform goes away. You know what? I should hit the top one first and then the bottom one. That way I have an actual place to land. Whee! Haha, I'm a genius. Quack, quack. I'm a duck. Oh, neat. You can dash through these. That's kind of cool. No rain, no flowers. What does that mean? Tunnel duck. Tunnel ducks rule. Yeah. Okay. What are you guys doing? Everyone, I'm sorry chat is unreadable right now. I do apologize. Ah! It followed me. That's terrible. Whoop. Yeah. I like this. I actually think this is really clever. Did I somehow not... Okay, that one was a bit too smart, though. Did it undo or something? No. I must have just missed it the first time. Ah! There we go. This makes me want to play Duck Game again. I never played Duck Game. I always wanted to. That'd be a hell of a, ow. That'd be a pretty good multiplayer night, wouldn't it? Why a checkpoint there? Like, I'm not gonna fault them for putting like an embarrassment of checkpoints in the game. I'm just wondering why. Duck. Duck. Fine. Be that way. See if I care. Okay. Hit detection is a little funky around these breakable blocks. Ooh, spoopy. I figure life's a gift. Good. Good for you. Okay. Arrow in the knee. There we go. Whoop. I didn't even trigger that one. Fucking ninja up in here. Oh, you can play without the checkpoints. Oh, that's cool. Make each day count. Ah, hello. Okay. They've redeemed themselves. So that's hard mode. Okay. Hard mode is without checkpoints. Nice way to introduce those with the pit you have to jump over so you're guaranteed to avoid them. Yeah. Yeah, there's some clever bits of level design in here. Hey. Hello. Okay. Ah! Ah! Wait, what if I did that? Hee. No, that was not as clever as I was hoping. There we are. Do a barrel roll. No. You just jump it. Wah! Still alive. Oh, you can't go back. Can never go home again. They knew I would do that. Yesterday is history. That's okay. Okay. Not that complicated. Ooh, that was tricksy. Genius. And then you can't go back, so you die. Okay. Hey. You guys talking Christmas songs? Tomorrow is a mystery. That's a rocket launcher. Oh, this one kind of sucks. I don't want to pick a portal. Like, it's probably going to be the one on top. Yep. Oh. Oh. There we go. Oh my god. Okay, my brain. Oh, my brain! There we go. Really thankful for checkpoints right now. Bloop. There we go. Here's Johnny. Okay. That's kind of cool. I like it. Nice. Oh, hello. Carpe diem. Seize the day. Oh. Oh. Oh my. Okay. I like that it's still... Ow. I like that it's still introducing mechanics. Even though they're kind of tricky. There we go. Ow. There we go. Her grandma got run over by reindeer 3 times this year? Jesus. There's a risk of rain, y'all. Ah! Jump, jump, jump. Oh, there's spikes. No. See you later, Cornudo. Grandma got run over by reindeers like the most American song around. Yeah, that is the quintessential American Christmas carol. Christmas song. Nobody would go caroling with that one. Breath of the Wild. That's not even a meme. That's a game. That is a video game that I walked into that one. It wasn't even focused on me and I walked into it. Because I am extremely good at video games. Well, this is exciting. Oh god, other way. That was kind of neat, the way they switched it up. Whoop, there we go. Simple juke. Namaste. Yahoo! Ah! Oh god, oh Jesus, oh fuck, okay. Prostagma? Oh, it's conveyor belt. Oh, Lord have mercy, it's conveyor belt. That was intended. Jump, little duck thing. Say. It has to be a dash. Has to. There we go. Woof. No, this is Patrick. Yeah, rocket. Oh, I see it. Whee! I'll have. Okay, whatever. I don't actually use my dash in this as much as I should. Duck, 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 duck. Ow. Well. Well. Yeah, 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 yeah. Wow. Oh god, you have to. Okay. Hit. 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 Yeah, I recovered that. What? I did that. That was me. 100 levels, you must be nearing the... Oh, hello. Must be nearing the end? Oh, hi. Okay. This looks endgamey. Pinkman. It's just making shit up now. Oh. Yee! Okay. Pinkman's a previous game of his. Ah. No, don't. That was ungood. Yeah. Okay. No. No, I want you to jump. See you later, Coral Steel. Oh, tomorrow, well, most of y'all have filtered out already, but as you know, tomorrow night is Vagrant Story. And then next week, Monday and Wednesday, will be Resident Evil 2 Remake. Friday will be Ring Fit Hell Night. Saturday will be Chaos Wars Hell Night. We're doubling up the Hell Nights. Oh, that was not great. That was kind of even less good. There we go. Actually a decent way to do that. Execute Order 66. I apologize for laughing at that. Well, that's not gonna work out. If I could just... There we go. Echo Far streaming. Oh, okay, we'll definitely raid Echo Far when we're done here. I figure I've come this far, I might as well beat this game. Doink. 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 Oh, hello. Oh. Oh. Oh, agony. Okay. Here we go. Oh, Lord. Okay. Wow, this is actually getting pretty hard at the end. How the hell? Ugh. Okay, I think I see it. No! Okay, as long as you don't move, you're safe. There we go. I will say this. You need a bigger boat. The controls feel a little imprecise on the diagonal. I'm using both the analog stick and the D-pad. Don't stop me now. And both of them are a little... Feels a bit tricky to get it to do specifically what I want. I knew that was gonna happen. I don't even need to jump it. I can just stand under it. Big brain plays here. And I bet... Yeah, I can just dash back across. Self, I swear to God. Whee! Oh, no, I need to recharge. Okay. I do appreciate the visual clue of the duck darkening when he doesn't have his dash. Basically, this is like entry-level Meat Boy. Like most I don't think there's anything in here so far that would seem like any harder than like World 1, honestly, of Meat Boy. Darkening duck. Ow. 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 Oh, why'd you cling the wall? Beauty is on... What? Beauty is what? Must go fast. Okay. I see it. There we go. Tomorrow's another day. Okay. Cool that we're still getting new mechanics here. Say what one more time. I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Okay. Run, boy, run. Run, boy, run. Y'all ever listen to Woodkid? I haven't listened to Woodkid in ages, but I love his songs. One of his most well-known ones called Run, Boy, Run. I'm not a huge music guy, but the stuff that I like, I really, really like. Okay. There we go. Oh, hi. I remember you. Oof, okay. Can't drop back down. Cannot drop back down. Too fat. Too slow. They move fast. Oh! I gotta go back across. Okay. Ah! Damn your eyes. There we go. There we go. I don't want to be a loser. Me neither. What is this? Is this yet another new mechanic? No. Yes. It's a ghost duck that will murdicate us. Yeah, bye. Whoop. Wish. Okay. This is out of the N++ playbook. Must go faster. Must go faster. Oh! Damn it! Oh shit. No, wait. Ah! That was a conveyor, not a killy thing. Dodge right into it. Okay. Alright, this is getting tricky now. I like it. There we go. I don't know what the hell that meant. There we go. Cute. Almost done. We're almost there. I just have to figure out a good way to do this. No, don't cling to the wall. No. Don't not. Okay. Nope. Okay. There we go. Did I do it? I did it! You did it! You found the eggs. Thank you. Now our species will prosper. But unfortunately, there's still evil out there. And here I must help everyone. But before you go, a stranger left you this letter. He said it's important. Gimme. Hi! Here's the Duck Souls lead developer. I would like to thank you for playing the game I made with all the love I have inside my heart until the end. For me, the time you spent here means everything because I'm really trying to do everything I can to become a good indie game developer. Aww. Now, this game is a big step. Thus, thank you so much for your presence. I still don't know you very well, but I'll already love you, and I'll always be grateful for the moments of happiness and hate you had here with my game. This letter will serve to remind you that there is someone in this world that owe you a hug, because this is how I feel right now. I feel hugged, and the feeling is amazing. Thank you one more time, my dear friend. Wow. A special thanks to... Aw. That was cute. I like that. I legit like that. Entry-level challenge platformer. Cute graphics, good music, good mechanics, eases you into things, never gets like ball-bustingly hard. Like if you were never able to do Super Meat Boy, I think you'd definitely be able to do this one. So hard is without checkpoints. Okay. Cool. All right, that was Duck Souls. I liked it. How long did that take me? 46 minutes. Not bad. I think it's only like $2. So yeah, that was a good one. Cute, cute, cute. Okay. All right, gang. I think that's going to do it for tonight. In fact, I know that's going to do it for tonight. But we did a lot. We accomplished a lot tonight. We checked out Banner the Maid. I like it. It's off to a good start. Hang on. Wait. What? Missed achievement. There's a hidden egg and I missed it. Son of an entire bitch. All right. I'll have to go back for that. I mean, you can always check out the VOD. It's just going to be me blazing through a bunch of levels and then squeaking at a bunch of them. But yeah, that was cute. I like that. So yeah, we checked out Banner the Maid. That's cool. Looks like a pretty fulsome game. We played through Sayonara Wild Hearts. That was magnificent. Definitely check that one out if you haven't. And beat Duck Souls. Excellent 46 minutes spent. It was my pleasure, Hieronymus, and thank all of you so much for coming out. Hieronymus, Casho, BBC's DeBomb, R. Dominic, anybody else who's scrolled past chat, who I missed. Really appreciate you guys coming out. I always do. It is always an absolute exquisite pleasure hanging out with you. And I especially appreciate y'all that managed to stick it out the entire night until, like, I don't know, 3, 4 in the morning, wherever it is y'all are. So, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow night with Vagrant Story. And then next week is going to be all kinds of hell between Resident Evil and our 2 Hell Nights. So, oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm here to share whatever fun we can find in gaming. All kinds of cool stuff to play and enjoy and talk about things. So, yeah. Came for the anime titties, stayed for the cuteness. Time well spent. All right, guys. I'm going to send you over to Echofar. He is still streaming right now, right? What is he doing? The void reigns upon us. Okay. So y'all all go hang out with Echofar. And yeah, thanks for coming out. And I will see you next time, hopefully tomorrow night. And until then, y'all take care, all right? Have a good one, everybody. Have a good weekend. Have fun. Get a lot of rest. I'm going to try. See you guys.